is Cascais in the south. We are up in Sintra. And there is Lisbon down there somewhere. So this is sort of a map of Portugal, just a section of Portugal. We are in the fog and the rain, looking at this beautiful palace. Looks like a Salazar design. Moorish modern, I guess is what it is. And this is a fortress palace. We are into the gate. Haven't entered into this city fortress yet here. I don't know, who'd want to fight up on this mountain? Another tunnel entrance in here. Underneath some more of the gates. He doesn't like it, huh? Here's the mayor. He had an unbelievable face. Monster was a fable told about the Cape of Good Hope storms. They thought they were monsters that came out to destroy the ships. So there's all these stories that were around prior to the Portuguese sailing the seas to disprove these myths. So very Moorish look. Beautiful designs. We just couldn't take the cameras into the castle. Very luxurious. Frederick from Germany was king here. Just going through the portal there. Some of our group into these gardens. And here's the ancient moat with the drawbridge with the chain coming down. And this was the walkway over the moat to keep the bad people out of the castle. Well, how was your lunch at the Lord Byron restaurant, Fulke?
It was very good. I love the sandwich. It's good.
Good place. See?
Okay. Good sandwiches. Up here and go down the other way, or you want to go down the same way?
I think you're here if you go down here to the right. Tower just rang 1, and then it rang again for the half hour. So it gave 1 o'clock, it's 1:30. This is the Palace of Sintra, spelled both with a C and an S-I-N-T-R-A. And those big smokestacks are for the kitchens of the town, so they didn't stink up everything around them. Here's a street with an interesting view. You get the rooftops. Walking down this little street, very narrow. Just a pedestrian street, 4 or 5 houses. And it's nice here, huh? Lady doing some planting here. Came down and made the little turn here. Just a pedestrian street. And these lovely old apartments. Looks like this is being redone here. The fire. This place burned down, hasn't been repaired. A lot of unusual flora and fauna here. Some of the forest walks is almost surreal. Very dense vegetation. There's a lineup of different kind of recycling. Cardboards and papers and plastics and cans and bottles, I guess, go in here. Okay. There is a very old building there, huh? Beautiful restored here. These mountaintop chalets. The twin smokestacks from a different view. It's the front of the old castle, 14th century, and the flag of Portugal. Green, red, and the world Palacio de Pina, the castle of Moros. There's a sign for Montserrat, tourist office, and the Quinta de Regalia. There's Lisbon and Mafra, Camara, Estacio. Okay.
We're at Cabo de Roca, which is the most western point of continental Europe. Not Europe.
And is
continental Europe.
A working lighthouse behind you?
It's a working lighthouse. People live there. You can't visit it because people live there. Wouldn't be right to do that. So.
Okay.
But we could. It is the Atlantic.
It's not part of the English Channel here, is it?
No.
Atlantic Ocean. Do you see any whales out there?
You go this way, all the way.
Spelling of that Cabo DaRoca. Occidental. And there is the rock still attached to the westernmost point of continental Europe. Some of the vegetation here. No trees. The ancients thought this was an evil place because no trees grew for maybe half a mile inland or maybe a mile. They thought there was something evil about the fact that no trees would grow here. Of course, it's the wind. And here's this wall guarding a very steep precipice. Some people were standing here on this rock area.
One of the two pastries because I was going to buy the other one. The other one that I told you, you can keep, and these ones you can't. Okay, so that's why. These are called travesseiros. Let's see if I make a big mess.
What is it called?
Travesseiro. T-R-A. Travesseiro.
Travesseiro.
It's like a pillow.
A pillow.
They have sugar, as you can see, and inside they have a paste made of eggs and almonds.
Oh.
Marzipan.
No.
Marzipan.
It looks like almond. It's
Looks like
marzipan is more in the south.
Oh.
It tastes like marzipan,
almost like an
no?
apple. Sweet, but it's not. It's almonds. Can you?
She
please?
wants us fat.
Got lobster pots or crayfish pots of some sort stacked up here along the wharf. These are the fishing boats, I guess, that take them out. Maybe off season now. Not sure if the fleet goes out in the morning and comes back or what it is, but there's the skyline of Kashkash. What's in Estoril is what's happening here. There's a golf tournament, senior golf tournament. 21 October. That was like, today is the final, I guess. Today's Sunday. And Kashkash is the town we're in now. That's how it's spelled. Kashkash, the capital of the golf area. Here's our group. Here's what's up in Estoril with all the golfing flags here. And this was a building that one of the gals in our group stayed in a few years ago. Well, we're in Ovora, and I'm just going to scan around this room. We have to have steps that come down into the room. Nice little 2 beds, double beds here. Interesting Portuguese furniture, and we have a little fridge. But we come up steps to come to this place. And I didn't film yesterday. We had a great day in Lisbon yesterday. Took the funicular up to the top of a mountain and walked down the side of a hill. Actually, it's about a mountain with lots of parks, and just a great day. And today I hope to get some of the flavor of the countryside, including the cork forests, cork trees that they have. These are
the National Guard.
National Guard guys with no weapons. The weapons are the horses.
Well, Portugal doesn't go to war too much. So.
No,
That's
no,
fun.
they're
Right on time.
nice guys here. And we're in the town square. Is this the Ossuary church, by the way?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
She looks different in the morning and with the sun.
Yeah. Fulke. This is the church with the bones that you were going to see inside here.
No.
Oh, not the Ossuary.
No. Organized themselves and started to push them back to the south. What took to the Arabs like 50 years to conquer, they were really superior in those days. They had great knowledge about astronomy, astrology.
An automated chestnut vendor. He's getting his supplies ready. He cooks his chestnuts up in the pot, and then he puts them in these papers that he's folding. And here the birds flying, flocking around. Back to the vendor again. The other side of the vendor cooking up his stuff. One of our guys here.
And then it's hand painted like this and glazed. This is for decoration, or this is for to serve olives or cheese or whatever, but not to put in the oven or the microwave, okay?
And you can make, she's saying these stills you can use to make syrups. And what else did she say? Perfume, put flowers and stuff in there, you make perfume. So it concentrates it. And of course brandies and alcohol with grains.
Some people put olive oil, but this is basically cooked with steam. So you close it and it cooks with steam. Okay, it's very healthy. It's called a cataplana. Cataplana is the name of this double copper pan, and it's also the name of the dish. And you'll find it in a few restaurants because it's more typical of the extreme southern part, the province called Algarve.
So did you put it in a oven?
When I was a young girl, I used to drink, when I went to visit my grandparents in the farms, this is what I used to drink water, not a regular glass, which was fun. Okay? Of course, then my grandparents started to have running water like everybody else. But my grandfather, he always kept the same tradition of having a big clay pot to cover the clay pot. And when people wanted to drink, they just put it here. This is cork. The inside of the cork and the outside with the wrinkles. It's called a kosho. Okay? It can use as a fruit bowl.
These are cork, cork items that were made. This is a cork.
It doesn't break and it's not heavy. It's not heavy. That you can feel. Yeah, nice.
Ice bucket. Here's the typical cork on the outside, and then they make something out of
That's our
it.
responsibility.
And this is the church we're going to see with the skulls and the bones.
To kill the little bird. Yeah. To frighten the girls.
Oh, that's a cork.
This is Costa Lente. Well, it's not a tree, but it's the results of it. There's the tree up there. And these are the cork trees here. So you can just get a postcard and you can take a picture of the postcard and talk about it.
It is carved on the clay and then it is painted and fired, okay?
Clay figures and clay decoration.
Kind of local here. It's
Vasco da Gama's ships.
I know.
Henry the Navigator.
This is pretty.
Tremendous history in
It all
Portugal.
carved on the clay. In church, from the religious point of view in the town, there are many, many churches and there were many convents and many monasteries in this area because this is the capital of the province. So the Romanesque means very big walls, very small windows. Also for reasons of defense it would be very difficult for the enemies to pass those narrow windows. But at the same time it is the transition already to the Gothic style with pointed arches. You see the central nave? Already, the arch is already conception. That we have a few. That was an interpretation of the Bible. Of course, if she delivered, she had to be pregnant. We just don't see many times Our Lady pregnant, as she is here. Okay, Our Lady of the O, because the belly is round like letter O. Okay, so that's unique. That's a 16th century statue. They put it, they take it out, they put it back, they take it out, because as they don't have enough